Maryland, number 2, Kisa Kingi. A senior defender from Mukilteo, Washington, number 3, Connor Drought. A senior defender from Easton, Connecticut, number 5, Cam Mukwa. A senior midfielder from Parr, Texas, number 10, Brandon Morales. A sophomore forward from North Richland Hills, Texas, number 12, Aliuni Ka. A fifth-year forward from Dublin, Ohio, number 14, Emeka Anelli. A junior midfielder from Glendale, Arizona, number 15, Lalo Serrano. A freshman defender from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 29, Andrew Johnson. A freshman midfielder from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 34, Daniel Samways. And a freshman midfielder from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 35, Weston Carnival. Starting a goal today for Big Red, a freshman from Westfield, New Jersey, number 1, Ryan Freeberg. The head coach of the Big Red is John Smith, the associate head coach Drew Hutchins, and they are assisted by Luke Stotts and Lamar Peters. And now, the starting lineup for your Niagara Purple Eagles. A sophomore defender from Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, number 2, Emmanuel Obafuna. A senior forward from Miami, Florida, number 4, Jason Repa. A senior midfielder from Godfrey, Illinois, number 7, Stephen Hassey. A junior midfielder from Lackawanna, New York, number 10, Ali Alamari. A senior forward from Lisbon, Portugal, number 14, Rodrigo Almeida. A junior midfielder from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, number 16, Gabriel Makina. A junior forward from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, number 19, Asher Barnes. A graduate student defender from Barrie, Ontario, Canada, number 21, Jordan Acevedo. A senior forward from San Remo, Italy, number 23, Federico Cuce. A freshman defender from Valencia, Spain, number 24, Alberto Sanchez Cervera. Starting in goal today for the Purple Eagles, a freshman from Dublin, Ireland, 0, Jamie Mary. In his 7th season, the head coach of Niagara is Bill Boyle. He's assisted by David Hatch. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in honoring Americans. We celebrate our freedom and those who protect. Please rise and wave your hats for playing of the Canadian and United States national anthem.
Good evening and a happy Saturday evening to you as we welcome you to Niagara Field, where the Purple Eagles are set to play host to the Cornell Big Red in this men's soccer matchup as the Purple Eagles come in having a terrific effort against the 16th ranked team in the nation in Syracuse, who just upset Clemson, who was the number one team in the nation. Niagara took them to a 1-0 score, ended up coming up short, but it was something this team is set to build on. Cornell, on the other hand, won their first 3 games, all on the road, including a West Coast swing. Lost their last game, though, to Vermont by a 2-1 count on their home turf. So a good measuring stick game for both these squads as we are just on the brink of conference play. And the Purple Eagles in Cornell ready to tangle underneath the lights here in Lewiston tonight. Cornell wearing the white uniforms with the red numerals. They are traveling from left to right. Purple Eagles wearing the purple uniforms with the striping on the front and the outline numbers on the back, as the conditions are just about perfect for this September evening. We're sitting at just around 77 degrees, very little breeze, no chance of precipitation. So a throw-in for Cornell by the Niagara bench as we start to get in the swing of things, and an early opportunity for the Big Red. A side-footed effort in there. Our introduction to Jamie Berry as he makes a terrific save, getting low to his left. Berry, the freshman goalkeeper from Dublin, Ireland, getting the call today after Josh Savoni was very good against Syracuse. This season, Berry, this is his 3rd game played, 180 minutes. 4 goals against, that's a 2.0 goals against. He's made 8 saves with the save percentage at 66.7. As the freshman might be tested again as this one comes through, but the flag is up offside position that time for Brandon Morales, who is looking to wiggle free once again. On the other end, in terms of the goalkeeping situation, another freshman getting the start, but Ryan Friedberg has gotten every minute so far this season for the Big Red. This will be his 5th game played, 360 minutes, only conceded 3 goals against. That's a .75 goals against average. He's also made 8 saves, a save percentage at 72.7%. He is 3-on-1 on the season, with 2 clean sheets to his credit. This one headed down on the back line by the Purple Eagles, McKenna, but it's Cornell with it. A good centering pass, and arriving on the scene just in time was McKenna, as he was able to put that one over the end line, but it will be a corner kick for Cornell. This is what the Purple Eagles were looking to avoid coming into this, is giving Cornell too many set pieces deep in their defensive field. And it'll be Cornell with a corner here, their 17th of the season, as over their first 4 games, averaging 4 corners a game, as this one bends in, and it's headed towards the far post, but it'll miss the target just barely, and it'll be a goal kick for the Purple Eagles. So Cornell with a couple early opportunities, but we remain scoreless as we approach 3 minutes into this. As it was off that initial start for Cornell, the person who got the good opportunity was Aliun Ka, as Ka had the good look early on, and he already has a pair of goals this season, does Ka, as he's tied for the team lead with Esten Carnival. Already 2 shot attempts for number 12, and Purple Eagles know that there's a lot of dangerous players on this Cornell roster, as Ka was one of the ones that head coach Bill Boyle pointed out to go along with Brandon Morales and number 35 Weston Carnival, as all 3 extremely dangerous when they have the ball on their feet. And he also said Amika Anelli, also very talented, and the Purple Eagles defenders are going to have their hands full this evening against this high potent offense. As we get a look now, it's Brandon Morales in full stride, puts one through, shielding off the defender, left-footed effort, but Barry's out to deny. A terrific run by Amika Anelli But Barry once again comes out in time the challenge and knocks it away, and then got some help when clearing the box as a couple players go down. Referee says play on. Almeida will leave it there. That one goes out for a Niagara throw. Purple Eagles without a familiar face in this one is Nukeli Bow, the fifth-year player, out due to an injury that he sustained against Syracuse. So not expected to be anything in terms of long-term for Nukeli Bow, but unavailable for Niagara tonight. This one available in the midfield. Alamari gets the touch for Niagara, working towards the middle of the field. Now gives way. Almeida tried letting that one go through to Kujay, but it was taken away by the back line. Purple Eagles still in possession. Alberto Sanchez Cervera, the reigning rookie of the week in the MAC following his two-game effort last week, able to keep Niagara in possession. Alamari fakes the shot, goes left, now left-footed. That deflects, won't get to the goal. Headed away from the net by Muckwat, and then a nasty collision as Alamari goes to the turf hard as he and Daniel Samways were tied up, and Alamari the guilty party as the free kick will go to Cornell. Cornell will keep it on the ground, and in their defensive third is Kisa Kingi, the 6'1 junior from Maryland. Will try to get the attack build up as they flip it to the other side, but stepping up to take that one away were the Purple Eagles midfielders. So Cornell going over the top instead. Obifuna able to play it away as he might have made contact with one of the Cornell attackers, but it looked like it was played cleanly. It's slow to get to his feet now, I believe, is Morales, or is it Mika Anelli? It's Anelli. And now they'll stop the clock as Anelli's still holding his forehead due to the contact made with Obifuna, and they're going to pull Anelli off the pitch here. As the official said, he had a stop for you. We paused the game. We let it go. You're going to have to come off for a substitution. And the referee having a close ear to what's being said, and he's going to go hustle over and have a discussion with John Smith about what just went down. So Cornell will be forced to make an early substitution while Nelly gets checked out over by the bench. Hustling on, Matthew Gonsalve will take his spot, the junior out of Everett, Massachusetts. Anelli waiting at the table already, so he'll come back in next available substitution. The long ball over the top. Headed away, Repine unable to make contact. Alamari unable to control, as well as taking over Serrano. Serrano puts one through into the box, and recovering in time was Obifuna to knock that one away. Still on the attack with Drought. Drought gets it back to Weston Carnival. Carnival into the box. Right inside the 18-yard box. Took a swipe at it with the left foot, did Weston Carnival, but came up empty, and it ends up in the waiting hands of Barry, who's been very active early on. 7.5 minutes into this contest. And Barry has been called upon 3 times already on 4 shot attempts, as Cornell once again in possession in the midfield, and Coach Boyle said they got to win that first and second ball when available, or Cornell will be able to continue to put pressure on, and it's key for Niagara to be able to build an attack by winning those 50-50s. So far, the Big Red have controlled in that area, as Barry launches this one all the way to the outskirts of the defensive third of Cornell, but they'll be able to work it back as the Big Red, and they'll use the perimeter to do so as Drought making the run. This one slides through. Now the cross coming in. It's going to be too far as it was out of the reach of Morales, but it's still in Big Red possession. Good move by Carnival. Carnival, left foot, puts it into the box just outside the 6-yard box. Now an attempt, Carnival. Right foot that time. Barry there to scoop it up. This Cornell attack, the passing has just been superb so far, as they've been able to thread the needle on the ground and hit guys in stride. And it's put the back line of the Purple Eagles to the test, but so far we remain scoreless. Acevedo is going to send this one all the way back to Barry. And Barry trying to locate Alamari, but stepping in front is Kingy to head it back in the other direction to Morales. Morales is going to push it to the left side, and here comes Ka. Ka, left-footed effort, but Barry again! A tremendous save, going high to his left, knocks it away. Purple Eagles were so good defensively against Syracuse in their last outing, but right now Cornell's finding the seams as they'll have themselves their second corner kick of the half. So Drought will come over to the near corner and put this one towards the Niagara goal. Driving towards the far post, headed in the direction of the net, but it'll go well wide. Amika Anelli back into the game now following that brief respite, recovering from the contact, and it'll be a goal kick for Jamie Berry, who's putting together an impressive effort already as he's made 5 saves on 6 attempts. Towards the goal is he's 5 for 5 in terms of saves, a good shooting percentage for Cornell, hitting the target on 5 of 6. Purple Eagles looking for their first shot attempt so far as it's headed forward by Sanchez Cervera, available in the midfield, but again Cornell comes away with it, and Morales on the attack, slides one through for Ka, tries making the spin move inside the box, but Purple Eagles able to defend, but they won't get a breather as Cornell's still on the attack. Now they'll back it up though as Cam Muckwat will take over. Kingy being pressured by Almeida. Rodrigo Almeida, the leading goal scorer for the Purple Eagles this season, comes in with 3 goals and 6 points in the 6 games played. As Almeida has been in good form lately, you might see him out there close to the full 90, as I think the Purple Eagles are going to give him a lot of leeway in terms of his playing time as long as his legs can handle that amount of time out on the field. Niagara unable to come away with possession as Cornell back on the attack, trying to get to Ka. Ka has it, attacking Barry out of his goal, and it's put over high on the target off the foot of Anelli as another dangerous attack by these forward groups for Cornell, and it was put straight out, so it will be a goal kick, no corner, but terrific chemistry between Morales, Ka, and Anelli. Jamie Berry does have a fairly big leg in terms of trying to push this one up the field. As you see, it clears midfield with no problem, but it's Cornell that's able to put it in the other direction quickly as Anelli gets free. Anelli pushing to his left, puts on the brakes, now sends it back. This one cross deflected, but it won't get to the target as Drought had put it through the box. Ends up going out. It'll be a throw-in for Cornell. This one driven towards the box, knocked down though defensively before it could enter by Kujay. Cornell will back it up and reestablish their positioning for this next push. Almeida trying to throw a wrench in those plans, but the number games end up paying off for Cornell as they're able to get it away from number 14. Now lift it down the near sideline. Well defended that time by Sanchez Cervera. Ends up going up the field, but it'll be another throw-in for Cornell. And Coach Bill Boyle saying that this Cornell team is just very good with a high work rate, and they pressure opponents in waves as they play very compact in their 4-4-2, and their back line's able to spread and get involved. But right now we're seeing an all-out attack by the Big Red as they've kept Niagara pinned in their defensive third so far. Numerous chances and 3 real quality chances for Cornell, but Jamie Berry's been up to the task as he'll race over and stop this one from going over the end line. Give his team a little bit of a break as he selects where he wants to go with this next big boot, but he'll keep this one on the ground. Now they'll try the other side as Obifuna takes over, and he'll lift it up. Long pass chested down by Kuje, but he's surrounded, unable to advance. Obifuna there to help out, launches it down the sideline, but it goes straight out, and it'll be another throw-in for Cornell. This one chested down, stays with Cornell. Carnival will elect to keep it in the mid portion of the field as they work it back now as Andrew Johnson, the freshman out of Philadelphia, works it forward. Alamari able to swoop in and keep that one in play for the Purple Eagles. Now it's Repine from Acevedo back to Alamari. Some quick touches, but you can see the constant pressure by Cornell. It's going to take passes like that to break it as Almeida chests it down. Alamari trying to make the run, but getting back in time was Lalo Serrano to use Friedberg to get it out of danger. .29.5 minutes left to go in this first half. 7 shot attempts for the Big Red, 5 on target, all 5 greeted by Jamie Berry. 2 corners to none in favor of the Big Red as well, each team with 1 foul. Cornell offsides once so far as this one's turned over, and the Purple Eagles look to go on the quick counterattack, but it won't make it through to Almeida. And it goes out for Cornell throw-in. Purple Eagles were successful in their defense against Syracuse by making sure that they were taking away their wingers of the orange and staying tight in the central midfield. Gave up some chances, but compared to earlier in the year, they played very well defensively, only conceding that 1 goal to Syracuse. But so far, Cornell's had the answer in terms of breaking the Purple Eagle formation. Is trying to make another run as Cahill move it to the middle of the field, keeping possession with a good pass there is Carnival. Now they'll lift it to the near side. Kingy unable to get free as Alamari takes it away. Ali Alamari out of Lackawanna, the junior, unable to find a teammate though with this pass attempt. Here come the Big Red. Anelli to the middle. Good touch by Carnival, looking for Anelli. Once again, Barry able to get out in time and secure. Another good build-up by Cornell, but Barry able to get out in time and take that opportunity away. This one eludes everybody, makes its way all the way to Friedberg, and it's going to be inside the box, so he's able to scoop it up. Ryan Friedberg, the 6'3", 175 freshman out of Westfield, New Jersey, where he attended Westfield High School, and he's been terrific ever since arriving on campus, and he's owned the net as he's appeared in all 5 of the contests now. Again, .75 goals against average. That's 34th best in the entire country and 4th lowest by a freshman so far in the NCAA. And the Ivy League announced that Friedberg would get the Rookie of the Week honors last week after he put together a couple of clean sheets. Purple Eagles throw in, unable to find possession. Morales will put this one off Acevedo, and Cornell will have themselves a throw in. Overall, this Cornell roster is a fairly young one. We talk about Freeberg being a freshman, but there's 33 players on this roster, and 5 of Cornell's 6 goals have been scored by underclassmen, including 2 of the 3 game winners for this group. As the youngsters on the roster coming through, as this comes through the middle, Ameli available, gets it back, and they're able to find the back corner of the goal as Morales sneaks that one by Barry, and finally the Big Red able to break through. A good build-up once again, and Brandon Morales able to receive that pass and put it home for his first of the season. He's been in and around the net the entire season, has Morales, as he's second on the team with 7 shots towards the target and 4 of them hitting said target, but that's the first one that found the back of the net for him. It cracks the scoreboard here as Cornell takes the 1-0 advantage. So the Purple Eagles gonna have to kind of hit the reset here as they'll take the kickoff following the goal and try to find some possession now that they have it on their foot. They're going to go to the long ball as Hasse lifting it forward, but out of the reach of Barnes and quickly in the other direction. Chasing this one down is Almeida, but unable to take it away from Samways, and then it's a foul. And that's one thing Niagara's going to have to fight. You know, it can be frustrating not having possession a lot of the game, but you can't take the fouls here and give Cornell set pieces from dangerous positions. This one, though, on the wing, and despite Cornell loading up the box, they'll work it backwards. Now it's Johnson who's going to lift it in. Purple Eagles with numbers, and Obifuna able to head it out of the box. Now he's looking to continue the run. Oh, and that one got Obifuna in the shin as he tried making a move to the middle. And while he was able to avoid the yellow card earlier, Amika Anelli is in the books now for that tackle and takedown of Obifuna. Clock stopped with 25 minutes and 20 seconds after that tackle came in and took out the sophomore defender of the Purple Eagles. And now Anelli, who's been very involved early on in this one, has to play with a little bit more caution with the yellow now. Purple Eagles are going to look to flip the field as Hasse locates McKenna. Now McKenna is going to throw one through to Almeida. Almeida with the first touch, able to advance it further just over the head of Barnes. And Freeberg will take it on his right foot and send it on its way. Contact all around on that latest free ball. Referee lets both play. It's free in the middle. Acevedo taking a peek. He's going to lift one, looking for Barnes making the run. Barnes chests it down. Barnes will finish it off. Asher Barnes makes the run, a couple of good touches, and the Purple Eagles, just like that, pull even at one with their first quality chance. And for Asher Barnes, his 8th shot of the season results in goal number 1. That's what the Purple Eagles have been looking to do in terms of trying to build their attack, is move the ball from the left to the right and then find some seams, and that time they were successful in doing so.
Niagara's first goal scored by number 19,
Right off the kickoff, Cornell wasting no time. A bouncer on Barry, who's able to knock it down on the far post. Took Cornell all of 4 seconds to get a shot on goal following that last kickoff taken, but Barry able to answer, and now Niagara turns it over. Kujay lost his footing. Alamari able to get back in time and help defensively, but his return pass to Kujay intercepted. Anelli, left-footed effort. Jason Repine, wearing number 4, able to get in the way of that. Drought making the run, puts the cross in. That was a tantalizing cross as it hung in the air for a while, but Cornell unable to connect, and then the follow-up shot goes out for a Niagara goal kick. This Cornell team doesn't waste their touches, as they've been fantastic every time they've been in possession of the ball. But right now they find themselves tied at 1 with 23 and a half minutes, a little bit less than that, left to go in this first half. Here comes Cornell again with Ka, Anelli in the box, pushing to his left, lets it go, but he's high and wide. It'll be a goal kick for the Purple Eagles. This Purple Eagles back end going to have to be very disciplined and not taking any fouls. They've done well so far to avoid any contact, especially inside the box. And when defending that much, it can be difficult, but so far so good as a couple shoulder bumps come together. Both players tumble into the scorer's area. In the end, it's going to be a throw-in for Cornell. Bring this one back to the midfield stripe where the contact occurred. And Johnson will take over, using the space in front of him. Now it's pushed to the near side, and taking over is Kingy. Kingy with the low bouncing cross, chested down by Repine. Now pushes it over. Able to keep that from going out is Sanchez Cervera. Now the through ball, and Kujay was making a run, but sticking a foot out at the last second was Serrano to knock that one down and take away the counter attack. Repine able to get it free for the Purple Eagles. Barnes with the touch to Alamari. Alamari's going to push it to the far side. Hassey waiting for it to arrive. Hassey surveying his options. Push this one back to Repine. Stephen Hassey with 3 assists on the season, leading this Purple Eagles squad as he has half of the total assists of the team. Alamari in the middle. Alamari a move to his right with the strike, but recovering is Carnival to block that. It'll go out for a Niagara throw. So Alamari trying to find some open field to work with as Niagara's starting to get a few more touches in the offensive third now. This one headed down by the Purple Eagles trying to attack. I believe that was Kujay who was looking for a whistle. Ball was still down at his feet and he lost possession. So this Cornell back end will slow things down and build up their attack. Cornell, of course, led by their head coach, John Smith. As Smith in his 7th season at the head of this Big Red program, and he's made quite the difference for this group as he's come in and been just terrific, including 3 consecutive 10-win seasons now for this Cornell program. First time that they've been able to accomplish that feat. Last time these two teams met was back in 2018. Purple Eagles victorious on the road that evening by a 2-1 count. As this one's lifted into the box, a touch towards the middle, and it's headed out just in time by McKenna. That one glances off Cornell player, so we'll stick with Niagara in terms of the throw-in. And Gabriel McKenna making the move to center back. He's been very good in the midfield, played most of his life in that position, but has been a revelation on the back end for this Purple Eagle squad. And his last game against Syracuse looked like a Power 5 worthy center back, as he was fantastic as he pounces on this one. McKenna trying to get it to Almeida. It gets by Johnson. Almeida catches up to it on the wing. Left-footed cross. McKenna just puts it over. Off his foot and inches above the bar, as Gabriel McKenna came that close to getting Niagara the advantage.
Also in for the big red, number 9, Matthew Gonsalves for 10, Brandon Morales.
Morales comes out, as does Serrano for Cornell, as we approach 18 minutes left to go in this first half. A terrific run that time by the Purple Eagles, sprung by McKenna on the back end, and he almost finished it off in the 6-yard box of the opposition, as him and Almeida combining for a good chance. But now it's Cornell in possession once again, as they try to get this Purple Eagles formation moving. Samways up the middle. Ameli stops it there, looking for an opening. Can't get it by McKenna, but carries on. Samways a launch, and Barry able to reach down to the top of his shoes to knock that one. And he makes another save. Register another one to his credit. 9 saves in this first half for the freshman Jamie Barry against 13 shots attempted. Carnival in the middle, looking for an opening, unable to find it. Purple Eagles with 9 players behind the ball right now. And Almeida lurking close by as it's pushed to Samways on the near side. Ameli trying to push this one to the far side, but intercepting that one was Hassey for the Purple Eagles. Barnes unable to get free that time, as the assistant's flag goes up, though, on the contact. Purple Eagles will have a free kick there. Again, Amika and Nelly playing with that yellow card, and he's looked dangerous every time he's touched the ball so far this evening. I believe he has an assist on the goal scored. Indeed, that is the case on Morales' first of the year. And Nelly does get the helper, but now he's looking to maybe get one of his own, but pushes it to the middle, and Obi Foon is there to put it high in the air. It's going to stay in the field of play with the backspin. Almeida able to help out and get this one back, and we have a whistle from the assistant referee, and not sure exactly what the call is, but nonetheless, it's going to be Purple Eagle possession. There's the long ball, looking for Almeida once again is McKenna, and the referee's going to stop this one and also stop the clock. So the officials gathering to make sure everyone's on the same page, as Almeida looks to catch his breath after making that long run. So we're back underway with Cornell taking over at the midfield mark. This one gets away, and a good sliding tackle by Barnes as he denies Carnival. But the Purple Eagles unable to maintain that possession. Here come the Big Red. Trying to push it to the perimeter, but Repine able to deny. Pushes it now for Almeida. Almeida with 3 defenders keeping an eye on him, but he eludes 2. Trying to make it a third, unable to do so as he finally lost possession, but it's still Alamari who finds Hassey with some room. Stephen Hassey takes a peek in a low cross. Ends up getting headed out, and the Purple Eagles will have their first corner of the game. So it'll be Hassey who hustles over to put this one through, and the Purple Eagles, when they're operating at their best offensively, they're getting a lot of crosses, as we saw Hassey on that last attack. Niagara looking to do a lot more of that, but right now they have the corner kick. This will probably bend a little bit away from the goal as Hassey puts it through. A floater towards the far post. Purple Eagles got the contact off the head of Alberto Sanchez Cervera, but unable to find the target. Goes out for a goal kick.
Niagara substitution into the game, number 8, Cameron Roach for number 23, Federico Cujo.
So Cameron Roach coming on, making his appearance, first appearance of this game, as Cujo comes out. Some fancy footwork by Anelli to get free, and now locates Kingy on this near wing. Pushes it to the middle. Carnival looking for an opening. Excuse me, that's Carnival now. He took the pass from Lenkoop. Now this one, a bouncer into the box, chested down. Repine was there. And this one's going to go out for a Cornell throw-in. Number 4 for the Purple Eagles, Jason Repine. Want to talk about a Swiss Army knife. You can put him pretty much anywhere on the pitch, and he's going to deliver, whether that's in the midfield, an attacker, or right now working the back end and the center back with McKenna. Is just a quality player all around and succeeds wherever you put him. Samways for Cornell. Lost control. McKenna comes out, and Samways wrapped him up, and that'll be a free kick for Niagara as McKenna will take over there. Wasn't a fan of the contact from Samways. Busiest man out on the field, Jamie Berry, locates Hassey perfectly with that outlet pass. A run being made there, but a tackle takes it away, and we might have our second booking. This will be close. It was Roach who was taken down, but not sure who was the guilty party, but it's not a card, so we'll just kind of play on. But the Purple Eagles going to make use of this free kick as they load up the 18-yard box, and Hassey will deliver. This one towards the near post. McKenna gets a touch, still in the box. Now it's pushed out by Cornell. Repine will take over. Repine trying to get this one behind the defense. Does so. Now Alamari, low cross. That one got blocked on its way in. It's going to be a goal kick. They're going to say Barnes got the touch on that redirect. I thought it was Johnson who came sliding through and blocked it, but it was actually Barnes who reached out and got a piece with his foot and just couldn't get that one in the direction of Friedberg. Hassey takes over as Niagara able to sustain possession now. Roach back for Hassey. Malaquat will push it forward. Hassey going to escort that out for Niagara throw-in. That one goes over the touchline, so we'll switch over to Cornell. Purple Eagles headed and led by their head coach, Bill Boyle, also in his 7th season with the Niagara program. After he was an assistant coach with Michigan State and Colgate prior to that, and then the University of Albany before arriving on campus. 6-4 in MAC play last year were the Purple Eagles, including a 5-0 record in conference play on this field here, as they put together a terrific end of September and October here at home and looking to do the same this season. Slow build on this attack as they try sliding it through. That'll be a handball. Caught Ka on the right hand after it bounced up, and Purple Eagles will take the free kick on the fringe of their defensive third. McKenna will send this back to Barry. Anelli providing some pressure. Barry forced to get rid of it in a hurry. Roach chases this one down to push it to the other side for Hassey. Hassey a stutter step and now delivers down the far sideline, but Barnes got a little caught up in traffic, wasn't able to make the clean run, so he'll go out for a goal kick. 8.5 and counting left to go in this first half. Cornell opening the scoring as Morales gets his first of the season, as Anelli gets the assist. Purple Eagles, though, were able to answer as Asher Barnes got his first. Jordan Acevedo drawing the helper on that one. Purple Eagles have Hassey go down in a heap on that tackle. Official's going to come over and have a word with said tackler. I believe that was Matthew Gonsalve who took the foul, and Hassey still trying to work that out. Purple Eagles over at the bench, including head coach Bill Boyle, pleading the case for a possible card, but that will not come to fruition as Hassey now pleading his case as Obifuna waits to get us back in motion. This all occurring with 7:43 on the clock. That one went over the touchline before Hassey could get a piece, so it'll be a Cornell throw-in. Oh, it's the head official deems it should stay with Niagara. Looks like there's a foul on the attempted tackle, so it'll be a free kick for the Purple Eagles as the assistant referee ruled one. And now that's the discussion right now. Is this a throw-in or a free kick? Is Hassey still waiting for instructions? It'll be a free kick. Purple Eagle is going to use this opportunity to push numbers forward. They'll put 7 at the 18-yard box. Acevedo a little bit outside that, but they keep it to Repine. Back to Hassey, looking to break the formation. Hassey drives it to the near side. That one's headed into the air. McKenna with the first touch couldn't locate it. A target in purple as the Cornell back end is able to take it away. Good touch by Barnes to find Roach. Repine brings it back, spins away, trying to get away from the pressure that's being provided by Gonsalve. And Barry will alleviate the pressure by getting it to midfield, but not for very long as Cornell has it once again, trying to come on the attack with Samways, but he'll slow it down. Under 6 minutes remaining in the first half as this one gets launched forward. Cobb with it on the far side, makes a move around Obifuna. The whistle comes, stop the clock. As we'll wait to see what the call is here. A yellow card goes up, but the contact occurred outside the box, so no penalty kick. But Obifuna in the books. As the referee will march to the Niagara wall 10 paces back. An opportunity for Cornell with 5.5 left. And now it looks like we're going to get another card in the scrum. Who's the one doing the talking? So Samways, who's in the area of Barry, and the yellow card shown to Barry. Now here comes the free kick. They keep it low, and a good block made that time by Roach. Purple Eagles trying to find the quick counter if they can get a couple touches consecutively. Obifuna using his frame to shield. Almeida looking to advance. Hit Roach, but he couldn't control. Almeida going to pressure Freeberg calmly to the other side. And Cornell will build it up once again. So a bunch of cards in the last few minutes. Cornell with 8 fouls on the evening, 4 for the Purple Eagles. Niagara with 2 yellows, though, 1 for Cornell. As Barry and Obifuna, the 2 players, have been booked for the Purple Eagles. Anelli earlier for Cornell. Going down that time was Kingy. Looks like this is going to be a free kick. Kingy trying to push this one forward, but the official let it go, even though the foul occurred about 12 yards further back on the field. Losing his footing that time was Gonsalve, but advanced it for a little bit further before the Purple Eagles get it to midfield. Almeida, his pass kept under control as it's pushed. Now on the far side, here comes the corner. And it was the freshman of the week, rookie of the week of the MAC, Sanchez Cervera, who was the intended target but couldn't knock this one down. It'll be Cornell who gets a throw in deep in their defensive third. This one goes out once again, but again, last touch by the Purple Eagles is Luigi Boamorte patiently waiting at the scorer's table to check in for this Niagara squad as we hit the 3-minute remaining mark of this first half. Roach knocks it down. Barnes, Acevedo drilled his teammate as he was trying to get it forward, ended up hitting Yildirim instead. Is Furkan Yildirim, the junior from Germany, wearing number 6 for the Purple Eagles. He's taken a lot of quality minutes and played very well in his opportunities as a substitute, has Yildirim so far this year. Cornell trying to look for an opportunity in this Niagara formation. They're going to try to go over the top. Flag goes up, as that would have been offside against Cornell. Instead, it'll be a goal kick as none of the big red players made the run, and The substitution coming now is
Substitution into the game, number 11.
Boa Morte comes in.
Boa Morte for 19 active
And the
minutes.
goal scorer for the Purple Eagles, Asher Barnes, will get a rest before we hit the half. As Barry gets set to launch this one. Knocked down by Ka. Ka outside the box. Obifuna recovers in time with a good touch to knock it away, and then a sliding tackle made. I think that was Repine who was able to get back defensively. Another attack coming though, dribbling through, pass in front, knocked away by McKenna. Almeida unable to control and knock that one down. Boa Morte a little late in arriving, but Purple Eagles with Sanchez Cervera take it away. Boa Morte to the middle. Yield the rim, takes over there from distance. But it took a bad hop when he let that one go and ends up well wide of the target. "20 seconds remaining in what has been an entertaining first half between these two New York State rivals. Cornell dominating early in the half. Purple Eagles, though, finding an answer. We'll see if they're able to get one last attempt before the clock runs out. They will not. The horn sounds. We are tied at 1 after 45 minutes here on the campus of Niagara University. Purple Eagles found themselves down by 1 after Morales got his first of the season, but Asher Barnes able to respond with his first of the year as well. We head to the Intense Milk halftime break with the score locked at 1 here on the Niagara Sports Network. Welcome back to Niagara Field as we're on the campus of Niagara University here in Lewiston, New York, tied at 1. After 45 minutes of play, let's get you caught up on the Toshiba halftime stats. First, the team stats. Each team, obviously, with a goal apiece. Both goals come with an assist attached. 15 shots attempted by Cornell in the first half. Purple Eagles had 6. 9 of the 15 that Cornell took were on target. 8 of them were greeted by freshman goalkeeper Jamie Berry, as he has 8 saves in the first half. That matches his season total coming into tonight, as he's doubled up, now has 16 on the year. Purple Eagles only the 1 shot on goal, but they made it count, as Barnes was able to find the back of the net, and that tied us at 1. In terms of corner kicks, Cornell with 2, Niagara with 1. No red cards issued. Purple Eagles with a pair of yellows, 1 for Cornell, as Jamie Berry and Obi Funa drawing the yellow cards in that first half for Niagara. And for Cornell, it was Mika Anelli who got put into the books. 8 total fouls taken by Cornell, 5 by the Purple Eagles. Cornell deemed offside once. Purple Eagles were not called for an offside in that first half. And again, a lot of pressure provided by the Cornell attackers in that first half. They end up with about 60% of the possession time, and a lot of that time was spent in the attacking zone. If you break the field down by quarters, 44%, so about half the time Cornell had the ball in their possession, it was at the closest to the Niagara net. So 44% of their possession was around 20 yards and in for the Cornell attack, as you tell how effective they have been. What you're seeing on the field right now, minus that one big red player, is the Lockport Lightning youth soccer team, as they've taken to the field to entertain the fans here at the half. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment, as this is the Intense Milk halftime report. Intense Milk, refuel, replenish, recover. Back in a moment here on the Niagara Sports Network. Just about ready to go for half number 2 here in Lewiston as the Purple Eagles have emerged from their new home as the locker rooms in the revamped Kiernan Center just about ready to go. I'm sure we'll get you a tour of that facility in the near future in one of our broadcasts, but the soccer and lacrosse teams on campus have been displaced for a while as they're forced to head over to the ice rink at Dwyer Arena for their locker rooms, but Kiernan Center, after 2 seasons of refurbishing and remodeling, just about ready to go. Tommy Trumpets introducing the second half as the fans in attendance getting ready, and pretty good crowd on hand this evening here at Niagara. I mean, couldn't ask for a better night to play soccer as we are still hanging out around the low 70s with a very slight breeze going from right to left, and it'll be at the Cornell backs. And this second half is Cornell will be going from right to left. Purple Eagles, though, will start with possession once we get the second 45 underway.
And welcome back to the start of the second half of play.
So we'll see how this next 45 plays out as Cornell dominated in the first portions of the first half. It took the Purple Eagles to find a little while to find their footing against the Big Red, but once they did, much more competitive, and we remain tied at 1 as Hasse will look to advance the Niagara attack in a hurry, but sending in the other direction is Kingy. Nelly to this near side. Drought's going to push it forward. Ka tried leaving it for Drought, still in play. Roach trying to get it free, spins away. Almeida trying to protect. His pass up, though, knocked out, and is stepping up to take that angle away was Muckwat. Purple Eagles coming in knew that they were going to have to have good passing and keep their tempo up to try to give this Cornell team some problems on the back end, and they knew their reads were going to have to be very good in order to get to those crossing opportunities that they desire. And I would say with about 20 minutes left to go in the half, they found that footing as Acevedo puts one into the box, but coming out to snare that is Friedberg as he was able to secure. Drought taking a peek, has it on his left foot, now pushes it forward. Ka with it now. Gets the return pass, went behind. Drought's going to put a cross in. That was a good one. It was hanging up in the air, but Repine able to defend. Cornell will hit the reset and send it all the way back to the midfield as Purple Eagles will use this opportunity to get back in formation. McKenna heads this one down. Waiting for it, though, was Anelli. And they'll send it back. Johnson's going to put his foot through this. Purple Eagles able to cut that off with McKenna. Boa Morte trying to lead the charge as he puts it by one defender. Unable to catch up, though, as he was all sorts of tangled up. Referee says play on. Chesting this one down for Cornell is Danny Loco. Sophomore out of the United Kingdom, as Drought takes over on the near side. Low cross as Morales charging. Barry's there to grab it, but it was offside. Wouldn't have counted either way. But a good run by Morales, and you see how good at locating his players is Connor Drought on the back end as a senior from Washington. Located number 10, making the run as he was trying to get his second of the game. Collision in the midfield as Boa Morte and Kingy come together, and Boa Morte draws the whistle from the official. Here comes Drought to lead the charge once more, but Almeida comes over trying to steal, but that'll be another foul charge to number 14 in purple, as he led all players in fouls taken in that first half, as you push his total now in terms of fouls committed up to 5, but none of them yellow cards, as this comes in and trying to get it to Nelly, but again, the Purple Eagles able to recover defensively in time and keep that one from going towards Jamie Berry in the target. I will have to contend with a throw-in from their defensive third, though. That'll go out once again. Cornell takes it away to the middle. Lifting this one as a Nelly. Drought able to put a bouncer through the box. Late arrival is Samways, but his return pass towards the middle knocked away, as in position that time was Repine for the Purple Eagles. This one goes out and it'll be a Cornell throw. And Cornell's going to make sure that they have numbers back for this throw and they're not left in a vulnerable position with Almeida lurking around. Nelly can't get this one away. Almeida puts it through for the charging Boa Morte, but just in time is Johnson to knock it away, but the Purple Eagles will get a corner kick off of this. Purple Eagles, 8 of the starting 11 have played every minute so far in this one. It was Boa Morte, the late substitution in the first half, that provided that run to earn the corner. As Hassey positions it and is set to let loose, bending towards the goal, going up high, was Ka to knock it away. Follow-up chance for Acevedo, done so illegally, as the whistle goes and it'll be a free kick awarded to Cornell. Friedberg, good touch to get that one, the Drought on the sideline, but he loses control. Hassey takes over. Hassey for Boa Morte, but that one, stepping in front of that, was Muckwat. The Purple Eagles maintain possession, and they'll look to flip the attack. Alamari trying to lift it forward for Boa Morte. Fends off one defender, but could only do so for so long, loses it. Still with the Purple Eagles on the boundary, goes out. Each team pointing in the direction of their possession, but it'll be the Purple Eagles who are able to keep it. Alamari will throw this one in quickly, lifted forward, but no one in a purple jersey available for that. As Cornell able to get it all the way back to midfield. They flip it to the near side. Hassey trying to work quickly to get this to Almeida. Almeida puts on the brakes, trying to go to the perimeter. Now throws across. Boa Morte charging, could not get contact, but it will be a corner kick for the Purple Eagles as it last touched a Cornell player. So Niagara with 2 corners here in the second half now. As once again, it'll be Hassey who heads on over to take over the duties for putting this one towards the Cornell goal. Bending towards the far post, a little bit too far off the foot of Hassey, and glances off Almeida or McKenna, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Purple Eagles with 3 corners now, 2 for Cornell. Obifuna playing with that yellow card, takes the foul there. So it'll be a free kick for Cornell on the Niagara side of the midfield stripe. But they're going to keep it short and try to build the attack up. Nelly and Drought, two players with the captain's bands on, exchanging passes. Now Johnson looking to pick his spot. Kaz making the run, able to volley it in the other direction. McKenna able to recover and knock it away. Good play by Samways not to turn that over to the Purple Eagles. Elamari takes a peek, locates Boamorte. Boamorte, though, surrounded by white jerseys, has to push this one back, trying to receive support. Unable to get there, though, is Elamari. Or, excuse me, that's Sanchez Cervera out there as Kaz lets a blast go, but misses the target. It'll be out for a Niagara goal kick. As Kyle was letting that one go from a bit of distance, had everything working towards the Niagara goal when he unleashed that one. Lalo Serrano back into the game for Cornell as the junior from Glendale, Arizona, back in the midfield. As we've played 10 minutes in this second half. Barry. His long kick headed in the other direction. Lequat got the touch. Nelly unable to find the handle. High in the air. Took forever for that one to come back down from orbit. Now it's Amelie once again on the perimeter of the box. Samways, the blast, and that one just missed as it goes over the bar and out. As Samways was trying to locate bar down on that chance as the freshman from Cincinnati gave it a ride. Almeida got the initial touch on that long goal kick, but back to defend once again is Johnson to prevent Boa Morte from springing free. Serrano, Lexigo forward. Drought was calling for it on the near side of the formation, but Cornell maintaining possession through the midfield, able to push it forward. Samways will go down, and that'll draw a whistle. The referee reaching into his pocket, and indeed, it'll be the third card for the Purple Eagles, as the freshman will be the recipient of that, as Alberto Sanchez Cervera goes into the books. So another set piece for Cornell, this time from a very dangerous location, and we've seen the accuracy that Drought possesses on these crosses. He'll be the one to take this. I believe he'll try to find someone charging towards the goal, but the opportunity to shoot is there. One of the Cornell players trying to stretch out, possibly a calf issue, but we're ready to go. He's just playing coy. Now the cross comes in, a bouncer, and Barry is there. So Danny Loco playing some mind games on that one as he made the charge and was just fine. Roach trying to take this one away, and Yildirim came over, and it was a pretty nice body check, but unfortunately in this game that is not allowed. And it's a fourth card as Yildirim laid out his man. So 4 players for the Purple Eagles now playing with a caution. As it's Emmanuel Obifuna on the back end. You got Jamie Berry, the goalkeeper, with one as well. Now Furkan Yildirim joins the ranks of yellow cards as Alberto Sanchez-Cervera got the third one just recently. Good moves in the middle of the field, trying to get free is Carnival to answer that foul that he just absorbed. Purple Eagles fans trying to get their group going with 32 minutes left to go in the second half, tied in a 1-1 contest. Throw in for Cornell, goes to Cobb, looking to touch it to Anelli. Couldn't get it there. Carnival lifts it forward, and Anelli won't be able to get there before Barry snags it out of the air. So let's see if Niagara is able to build up an attack from the goalkeeper position out, as Barry is going to launch this one. Almeida unable to make contact. Anelli will escort it out. Referee says it'll go to the Purple Eagles. Hassey will not throw this in. Obi-Funa will take his time coming up, and Obi-Funa is a threat with that arm right there. You see the distance he covers as Morte leaves it for Almeida, but cutting him off at the pass. Play carries on. No, the assistant referee calls the foul as Kingy went down to the turf. Play carried on, but eventually the flag went up to signal a foul. Purple Eagles trying to break through with that quick counterattack as Almeida leading this team with 3 goals so far this season. Trying to threaten as he possesses some terrific speed from that attack position. Now it's Cornell looking for the long ball. Anelli against Obi-Funa. Anelli keeps it in play, still with Cornell on the end line. They're able to get it off the line to Ka. Anelli takes over in the box, pushes it forward. Loco centering pass taken away defensively. And that shook up McKenna. Gabriel McKenna slow to get to his feet. Almeida, though, in transition, pushes it by. And once again, though, it's Kingy taking the angle. Almeida chases it down to keep it in play. Boa Morte tries a shot but misses on the near side, and Gabriel McKenna is still down on the ground by the Niagara goal. And we're going to stop the clock with 29:45 left to go. And for the Purple Eagles, number 16 on the ground and slow to get up is not an ideal sight, as he's been so good for this Purple Eagles back end, assuming that role this year. Never played it before, except for this past summer, and has stepped in and excelled. As he's trying to work that left leg, seems to be the one bothering him, a low injury. We'll see if he's able to stay in there as McKenna now jogging towards the Niagara bench. Will he stay where he is, or will he come out? He gives the thumbs up. Gabriel McKenna is going to stay in there as the junior from Toronto will remain in there to help defend against this very potent Cornell attack. Obi-Funa pushes it forward. Acevedo trying to find it. Obi-Funa again, handball against Cornell. So we'll bring this one on back for a free kick for the Purple Eagles. Hassey surveying the field, pushing Loco a little bit back. And now Hassey has some room to decide where he wants to push this to. McKenna's going to join the push forward, and now Niagara's going to be outside the 18-yard box. Hassey's got a leg on him, so he can certainly push it that amount of distance. High inviting ball. Obi-Funa with the touch, but now headed away as Mukwat was there. Still up for grabs just outside the box. Players stumbling all over, but keeping it clean And eventually Cornell able to slow things down and lift it up the far sideline. Roach is there to slow him down. Obifuna trying to advance it down the far sideline. Sheds Kingy to the ground. Obifuna carrying on to Boa Morte. Boa Morte can't get it by though. Good step up that time as Carnival was there defensively for Cornell. Now it's the Big Red looking to hurry in transition, but too heavy for Drought as he could not catch up to that despite his best effort. So a Niagara throw in with just under 28 minutes remaining in this second half. A competitive matchup between the Ivy League Cornell Big Red and the Max Niagara University Purple Eagles. Jamie Berry, a big reason for that, with 8 saves in the first half. Kept it a close game in that first half while his team found its footing. Here comes Cornell again, though. Anelli, Lauco with the blast, and there's Berry. Snags that one and launches it. Apparently he's got good arm strength along with the leg. Hassey's going to give it a ride. Headed away by Johnson. Almeida looking to advance, but Drought's there to take away. Kingy going over the top. He has Ka making the run. Ka slows it down. Not enough to keep it in play. They'll go out for a Niagara goal kick. Team starting to pick up the pace slightly as we'll have a substitution as Ali El-Amari will come back into the game. And with the yellow card, checking out is Furkan Yildirim. Berry launches this one. Comes to the near sideline. That was touched by Almeida, so it'll be a Cornell throw-in. Roach trying to get it away, but it ends up at Anelli. Anelli will push it to the far side. Kingy there to receive. Anelli one touch, trying to advance it. Samways is there, one-on-one. McKenna trying to box out, and it will be a goal kick as McKenna successfully escorts that over the end line. Cornell will stay in the MAC with their next action as they return home. They'll play on Tuesday night, so a fairly quick turnaround for Cornell when they play host to Canisius. Again, that's at Berman Field. And then they'll play a third straight MAC opponent when they travel to Marist. That'll be available on ESPN3. And then they'll start their league play with the following match and open up October on the 1st when they take on Harvard, which will be a very quality matchup within the Ivy League. Cornell trying to build up the attack, but in tight quarters. So they'll bring it all the way back to Johnson instead. Ka to Drought. Drought on the perimeter of the box. Throws in across to the far post and headed just wide. Connor Drought has been dangerous when he has the ball as he's been able to locate his teammates making runs, and that one came awfully close to sneaking into the corner of the net. But we remain tied at 1 with 24 minutes remaining here in the second half. Hassey's attempted flip of the attack knocked down, and that'll be a foul, and Got to be careful there, does Alberto Sanchez Cervera, as he's got a yellow card that he's playing with. This won't be a second card, but it will indeed be a free kick from a dangerous location. As Connor Drought stands over the ball once more. See how they elect to play this one. 5 lined up on the 18-yard box. Carnival out wide to the right. Drought gonna chip one into the box. Going up high to get a piece was Almeida, but it goes out. And it'll be a corner kick now instead for Cornell. As a trio of substitutions being made for the Big Red.
31 Dakota Yankee for 19 Danny Loco. Also in for Cornell 11.
Noel Ortega wearing number 11 checks into the game.
And 17 Brennan Mallet.
Also coming into the game, number 31 Dakota Jonke. As Drought gets ready to send this one. Bending towards the Niagara goal. Just missed the far post, and it was Muckwad who was making the run on that back post. It's another corner kick, though, for Cornell, as Repine was there defending, had the last touch. So the flip sides of the field. Let's see if Drought takes this one. No, he will not. The newly inserted Noel Ortega will be the corner taker this time. The senior from California keeps it low, headed away defensively by the Purple Eagles. Hassey high in the air. Elamari unable to close in. Mallet taking no chances. Will head that out and clear the line. As Brendan Mallet comes into the game, he's taking over the spot that was occupied by Andrew Johnson on the back end. Obifuna trying to get that one to Alamari, but Cornell able to quickly take it in the other direction. Ameli through traffic. Kingy trying to catch up to this one, does so in front of his bench location. Keeps it along the sideline. And another whistle. And another foul against the Purple Eagles, and eventually enough of these set pieces in a row and the numbers will catch up to you. Purple Eagles have been good so far in defending these free kicks and corner kicks, but with the talent involved on the Big Red, very dangerous to continue to concede these as Drought is ready to put the left foot through it once more. Connor Drought bending towards the goal, and that one goes wide of the net. Jamie Berry had a good track of that one. As Drought was trying to find someone on that far post, it'll go out for a goal kick instead. Is the clock approaching 20 minutes left to go in the second half. We are tied at 1. A much more defensive half here in the second than what we saw in the first. Shots, though, still heavily favoring Cornell as they have 20 shot attempts and 10 on goal. Niagara with 8 attempts and 1 on goal, but it found the net. As Asher Barnes, who's out there trying to get possession here, has the Niagara goal, gets some help from his friend Cameron Roach. Roach throwing it to the middle, but too far. As it is ahead of Barnes, and Friedberg will come out to scoop it up. The Rookie of the Week in the Ivy League after 2 clean sheets quickly and puts it into action on the far side. Foul called. This will go to the Purple Eagles with a free kick. Purple Eagles looking to push it all the way down the field. This one headed towards the sideline, and the referee says Cornell will get possession. Able to use the boundary well. As Jonke keeps it in, and now it's lift far down the line. Repine gets a touch to send it out for a throw-in, but Repine is in some agony. Oh, he's clutching that left knee, and you never want to see that. And you can see the Purple Eagles motioning towards the benches. Jason Repine remains down on the ground in some difficulty. We were talking about number 4 in purple earlier, how he can play literally anywhere on the field as a forward, as a midfielder, as a center back, and just brings a terrific attitude each and every day to practice in the game, says Coach Boyle. But right now, his team is concerned about if he's able to continue in this one. Repine, a senior out of Miami, Florida, looking to graduate with a degree in finance in his time here on campus, and Coach Boyle coming to check out on one of his team captains. Repine came into this game with 3 shot attempts and 2 on target, and a lot of minutes occupied in that back middle position and then the center back. And you hope right now that he's okay, but clearly when he made that run back and stuck out his foot to defend, something happened to the left knee. Good news is he's made it back to his feet, as Repine came in heavily touted when he arrived on campus, as he was a 2018 team captain of his high school and put up 32 goals and 17 assists as a senior, and almost set the single season record that year, as he settled for second place on the history books, won a championship in 2016, and also a captain of his club team. As you see Repine being helped back to the bench area, and that is a big loss for this Purple Eagles squad, and you hope it's nothing serious and that he'll be able to be available for Niagara when they next return to the pitch Wednesday in a home date against St. Bonaventure. Now, Niagara has to refocus for this throw-in in their defensive third. As that injury took some of the wind out of the sails here at Niagara Field, as Maquat trying to find Anelli, but too far ahead. It'll be a goal kick. Barry will have the honors. We'll see how the Purple Eagles adjust their formation, if they do at all. Acevedo coming back towards that back line. He's been in that general vicinity most of the game. But now you have Obi Funa playing in that center back area, as well as Barry gives this one a ride from where the offside was called. Drought will send it back in the other direction, and Nelly making the run as he gets a touch. Obi Funa doing well to defend. Obi Funa trying to get this over the end line. It's still in play, though. Centering pass, a strike. Barry arrives on the scene. Once again, diving to his left. He keeps us tied at 1. The freshman goalkeeper now in double digits with saves made, as he looks this one into the gut and corrals. Purple Eagles very excited about their situation in between the pipes this year. Obviously, they have the senior captain, Josh Savoni, who's played in 4 games this year, and One of the top goaltenders in the conference is Almeida looking to make the turn. Drought reaches out, can't slow him down. Cross comes in, looking for Barnes but can't connect. This will go out for a Niagara throw-in. Hasse looking for an open player. Almeida, couple touches. That'll be another Niagara throw-in. And now Hasse will give way to Emmanuel Obafuna, and we'll see if he's able to launch this one into the penalty area. He possesses that type of arm strength as he picks out his target. Headed down, though. Carnival was there. Kujay looking to carry on for the Purple Eagles. Dribbles his way through a few defenders, but finally loses it as Drought went low to take it away. Cornell. Good transition as they push it to the near side for Jonke. But a little too heavy on that touch as Drought was making the run. If that was a little bit lighter and Drought caught up to it, dangerous opportunities in front as Cornell had players in the 18-yard box at the time. But instead, a Niagara goal kick once again. Foul at the midfield stripe. Purple Eagles will get a free kick there. Let's see what they decide to draw up from that position as Hasse will come over to have the honors. And Niagara's indeed going to push numbers forward. A lot of numbers. Purple Eagles right now with 7 of their 10 players lined up at the 18-yard line and an 8th player in Acevedo just outside of it. So Niagara getting aggressive with this free kick opportunity as Hasse is forced to bring it back a little bit. Foul did occur a bit closer to that midfield stripe as Hasse positions it. Gives it a ride. Not going to get to the 18-yard box. Acevedo will enter it. That's headed towards the goal, and Friedberg able to race out before Almeida is able to connect. Friedberg getting his team on the offensive in a hurry as he located Carnival, his forward push, though, too far. Barry will knock that one down and force Amelli to come all the way back to him before picking it up. Again, Cornell able to advance it, but they're offside. And that'll blow that one down in a hurry. And McKenna will get it restarted, trying to push it for Barnes. Barnes and Drought all sorts of tied up. Barnes made a move, but he forgot the ball. Now comes back. Leaves it for Kujay. Kujay, some fancy dribbling to get it Obafuna. Now Acevedo pushes this one forward for Hasse. Hasse, the low cross. He was looking for Almeida, but back to defend was Mallet, and then Friedberg will secure. Purple Eagles continuing to look for those crosses. Finally get one as Hasse was looking for Almeida, but Mallet, the substitution on the back end, handles it well. Nelly to the perimeter. Kingy on the wing. Closely watched as he makes a move for the end line. Goal kick as he lost control. If you go back to that first half, the Cornell attack, based off of speed and finding passing lanes and seams, and it led to that offensive onslaught early on in this one, but credit the Purple Eagles for making adjustments about halfway through the first half and here in the second half as they have taken those lanes away almost completely and forced Cornell to build up from the perimeter instead. And it's been a much more defensively secure half for the Purple Eagles. Cornell throughout this contest has been very good. As Anelli gets this one forward, flag is down as the release goes high and wide. As making the run that time was Ben Golding, another freshman on this roster. Mentioned how young of a group this Cornell team is, with only the 3 seniors and just loads of underclassmen up and down this lineup making contributions. And they have been unfazed by the D1 level, has this freshman class, as they are 3-1 to start the year, and all 3 wins again coming on the road. So they are battle tested as they made their way into the hostile grounds of Niagara University. Purple Eagles will get a free kick with 11 minutes or so remaining in this second half, and Hasse will get it set up. As Niagara pushes forward, the referee is going to push Hasse back. He's trying to get a gauge on how far back, and that'll force a stoppage of the clock. So now Hasse has his spot. Clock starts as this goes high in the air, push forward, and the Purple Eagles secure a corner kick with that effort they did. Is Alberto Sanchez Cervera able to bank that one off the back end defender, and Niagara will get a corner kick. Purple Eagles' 4th corner of the game, looking to strike and take the lead. Hasse stands over it, takes a peek as he delivers, low, driving all the way to the perimeter. A volley chance, and it's off the side of the net, but it deflected, and it will be another corner kick for the Purple Eagles, as for a second that looked like it was in the back of the net, as Gabriel McKenna gave it a ride. McKenna thought for a second there that he put his team in front, but it's another corner kick, this time from the far side. Bending towards the goal, headed back towards the middle, and it hit Friedberg right in the chest. The Purple Eagles got a touch, but it hit Friedberg right in the midsection, and he's able to keep it out. Cornell trying to flip the field in a hurry, but the flag will go up on Ka. Offside against Cornell. Clock stops exactly with 9 minutes showing, as it'll be Barry who walks this one up to where the offside occurred. See if he gives it to Hasse. He does just that. Hasse will launch it. Almeida with a touch, looking for Barnes to continue. Muckwat goes high to knock it away. Barnes chases it down, though, for the Purple Eagles. Barnes moving to the middle. Gets it to Elamari. Elamari with the touch, looking for Kujay. Couldn't connect. Corner kick awarded to the Purple Eagles, though, as it was last touched by the Big Red. 3 corner kicks in a short period of time now for Niagara. Let's see if the third time's the charm. 8:20 and counting on the clock as Hasse gets set to deliver another corner kick, this time from the near side of the field. Keeps this one lower, again looking for the far side, headed back towards the goal, but will miss its target as McKenna again was the intended recipient of that corner kick from Hasse. Payne gets his first touch of the game as he's been substituted in, wearing number 17 for Niagara. As Kevin Payne, as Purple Eagles take the free kick. Cornell at midfield. Now looking to push it down that far sideline. Morales trying to make the run. Elamari trying to catch up to him. He's denied access at the 18-yard box. Ka pushes it to the perimeter. Now the cross comes in, but no one on the far post. And the Purple Eagles have themselves another goal kick. Shot attempts now 22-12 for Cornell. In terms of shots on goal, 11-3. Purple Eagles have 6 corners now to Cornell's 4. 4 yellow cards in the books for the Purple Eagles to 1 for Cornell. 12 fouls committed by Niagara, 11 by the Big Red. And Cornell's been caught offsides 5 times in this one. Foul against Cornell will give Niagara another free kick, this time from long distance though. And Hassey will make the slow stroll on over. The referee's coming with a yellow card in his hand. And let's see if Hassey's the 5th recipient of a booking for the Purple Eagles. Indeed he is. Referee did not like the amount of time Niagara was taking to get this free kick off. As I'm sure the case was made that they've told Hassey to hurry it up a few times on these opportunities. Hassey delivers, low, driving Almeida with the touch. Headed once again, Obifuna towards the goal, headed again, but Freeberg backpedaled in time. I believe it was Payne who got that final touch as he hustles back to take it away. As the Purple Eagles, a couple dangerous chances on these set pieces. Roach splits a couple of defenders. He breaks free for Barnes to Roach. The shot right at Friedberg, who makes the save and knocks it down. Purple Eagles finding some quality touches now as we count on and approach 5:20 left to go in this second half. Pushing the back, noticed as Payne commits the foul, and it'll be a free kick awarded to Cornell. As we hit that 5-minute mark. That one squirts through. Anelli in front. Morales scores! His second of the game comes with 4:51 on the clock. After the Purple Eagles came so close from taking the lead themselves, Morales takes the feed. A perfect pass put through into the box once again by Anelli, and it is 2-1 in favor of Cornell. And for Anelli, his second assist as he and Morales combine once more and take the lead late in the half. And this is going to prompt 3 substitutions on the Cornell side as they look to lock things down. As they have found a 2-1 advantage, Morales, who scored the goal, will come off. For Niagara, Boa Morte enters the game. Hassey's long ball attempt knocked away by Cobb. Barry will come up and volley it away. Kujay creating some space for himself. He gets taken down. Foul committed by Cornell. Purple Eagles with some help from Coach Boyle to get it in position for Hassey in a hurry.
Number 34, Daniel Samways for 32, Ben Golding.
Hassey, low driving offering, headed away. Acevedo back out for Hassey. He'll throw another one into the box. Headed out once more. The 2-19's tied up. Obifuna gets it free. Acevedo the touch. Running in is Almeida. Almeida, did he get the corner kick or a handball? He thought he had a handball penalty kick. No whistle forthcoming. Purple Eagles settle for a throw-in. Obifuna's going to try to launch this one. He enters it into the 18-yard box. It sits free on the ground. A blast gets blocked. Obifuna will cross it to the other side. Boa Morte looking to chase it down. Boa Morte puts it forward on the left foot. Boa Morte trying to make the cut, unable to do so, and Boa Morte is the guilty party. Free kick to Cornell. So the Big Red able to take a breath as they survive another Purple Eagle push. With close to 3 minutes remaining, Freeburg puts this one as far as he can. Anelli leaves it there. Carnival will try to push it to Drought too far ahead. Purple Eagles throw it up the near sideline. Obifuna will use Barry as Ka was coming on in a hurry. Barry locates Acevedo at the midfield. Utilizes Roach on the wing. Obifuna is going to push it forward to Almeida. Couldn't get that one to slow down. Roach for Hassey. Obifuna all sorts of tied up with Anelli, and they both go to the turf in difficulty. And it's a foul to Obifuna. We're going to stop the clock with 2:16 showing now. And for Obifuna, he's playing with the yellow card right now, so he took the foul. He won't get a second card, but as you can see, he's still slow to get up, as is Anelli for Cornell. Mika Anelli, a fifth-year player from Ohio, has been the spark plug for this Cornell attack all game long. Has 2 assists on the afternoon. He remains on the turf as Obifuna is returned to his feet and is trying to work out the kinks in that right ankle. But the concern for Cornell is Anelli, and for Cornell, they have themselves a free kick straight on location, about 40 yards out or so, maybe a little less than that. And Anelli slow to his feet and favoring that right ankle. Trying to make it off under his own power. Had to come out of the game briefly in the first half for contact to the head, but he was able to quickly return and slowly makes it that way. And for the Purple Eagles, Jason Repine unavailable to them following his injury in this half as Anelli makes his way over to the Cornell bench. So we'll see how Cornell wants to attack this free position kick. Will they put numbers forward to try to take advantage, or are they switching the call? No, it will be indeed Cornell who has the opportunity here. Obifuna is going to be sent off. He'll have to be substituted for, and it'll be Payne who races off the bench to take his spot. So they'll back McKenna off the ball as Connor Drought gets ready to put us back into play. He's going to throw this one into the box. Too far ahead for Ka. Barry has it. Trying to quickly move it up for Acevedo. Doesn't connect. Loco was able to get back in time. Loco to the middle. Samways goes down. Play carries on. Samways laying on the ball, and that will draw a whistle. And now we got some pushing and shoving as Hassey was trying to get to the ball. Loco was standing over it. And number 19 in white gets the yellow card. .155 now on the clock. As Hassey takes over. That one headed away by Cornell. Roach trying to advance it for the Purple Eagles. Keeps it in the field of play. Tight quarters. Niagara able to get it back. Now Cornell looking to go on the counter attack. Whistle sounds. Foul against Big Red. 90 seconds remain in order for the Purple Eagles to tie it up. They'll need one in that short span. As once again, Cornell denies the long ball, and they'll push it all the way to Barry. Barry, good distance. As this one goes close to the attacking third, that goes out for a Niagara throw. That one once again put out as Niagara able to quickly push up the field.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
Final 60 seconds. Here comes the throw. Headed out by Kingy. Cornell able to maintain possession with Jonke. He's trying to lift one over the top. The backspin on that one. Codd doesn't see it. It rolls right to his feet, and he's able to take possession again. Niagara has this one go high in the air in a bad location as they'll have to throw it in from their defensive third. Under 30 seconds. Throw in to Cornell. Connor Drought will get the throw in to Ka. 15 seconds left as Jonke's looking to take time. Flag goes up. 10 seconds for the Purple Eagles to try to make something happen. That'll stop the clock. Jonke will get the yellow, but he did his job in taking more time away from the Purple Eagles, who with 6 seconds left have one last gasp effort. High in the air, the time will run out on Niagara. Cornell has come in and secured their 4th victory of the year, all away from their friendly confines of Berman Field. They take this one 2-1 against the Purple Eagles in what was a terrific contest. Again, Cornell very effective in the early goings, but Niagara then found their footing and their game, and the rest of the way it was a very close contest. Before we send you on your way tonight, let's get you some final numbers. In terms of shot attempts, 23 for Cornell with 12 hitting the target. Purple Eagles with 12 attempts, 3 on goal. Niagara with 6 corner kicks, 4 for Cornell. 4 yellow cards issued to the Purple Eagles, 3 to Cornell. Fouls 15-14 with Niagara committing the 1 extra. 6 offsides against the Big Red. And Jamie Berry, the freshman goalkeeper for the Purple Eagles, he posts 10 saves on the night. As he came in with 8, he finishes with 18 on what was a very busy evening for number 0 in the goal. On the other side, another victory for the freshman as Ryan Friedberg only concedes 1 goal on the 3 shots he faced. He'll improve his overall record to 4-1, just as his team as he has played all 5 outings. We're next back on the air Wednesday night, a Little 3 matchup as the Purple Eagles play host to St. Bonaventure. As we are almost near the end of September in conference play, the calendar moving along quickly, but that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, Cornell victorious 2-1. My thanks to Paige, who's been working the camera all night. Michael Loss doing the technical capabilities on the back end, getting us on this stream. I'm Frank Gallo. Thanks again for tuning into this presentation of the Niagara Sports Network.